have new things to show you. I've got new things, look. There's a wee behind the scenes. Lucy's decided she wants to be in this video. The book I've been waiting on. Hello and welcome to another bookish video from me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. It's another weekend reading vlog, and this weekend we have another empty. That in Scotland is known as the house to yourself, or as my nephews etc. call it, a gaff. So basically, back in the day when we were students or youngins, when we maybe lived with our parents and the parents were out, you had an empty. Well, my other half is away this weekend golfing. I shall not complain because it's leaving me and my girl gang, Lucy and Patty, to get cosy, read books, and do some cosy hobbies. Also, can we have love for my new sweater, Scary Movies and Chill? That's what we're going to be doing this weekend. This is from the lovely people at Stitches. Say lovely people. There's a lovely lady behind it. She's Scottish. I'll put a link. This is not sponsored. Bought it myself and a few others. She's got amazing cozy Halloween stuff, bookish ones. Have a look. I'll put the link in the description. And she's so super nice. Plus, I am supporting a fellow Scottish woman. Anyway, wait till you see the mess of my bed right now. This one is not for going anywhere. It's time for her morning walk, both of them, and they're being very lazy. So I'm going to pop on the headphones. I'm currently listening to Amanda Prowse's book, Swimming to Lundy, and I'm really loving it. I'll tell you about it. Well, basically we follow Torre, who, she lives in a seaside town. She lives with her nana, who I'm loving so far, and her mum's a bit off the rails. They're all dealing with the grief of, she lost her dad at sea, I think. We don't really know the circumstances yet. So they've all got different levels of grief. And Torre decides to take up wild swimming with a group who go wild swimming. She thinks it's a group. It's a couple in their mid-80s that she joins. So she was hoping to meet new friends, but she may do. And so that's where it is. And she has, from March to September, is it September? Every day wild swimming. And so far, I'm really loving it. So I'll check in with it later. But now, better take these sleepy dogs for a walk. So it appears it's still too hot for sweaters. Woofed. I was absolutely roasting on our dog walk, so I've had to change into a t-shirt. Still got reading vibes, so I can't even remember where I got this one from, online somewhere. So it's time for the doggies' dinner. So, you might never want to know this. Sorry, I'm down the wee dark. That's David's office. So in here, they get their dry food. So this is Lucy's water bowl that I need to fill up. And Lucy's here. And I measure it out because they're both absolute gannets. And if I don't measure it out, I'll end up with tubby dogs. Which isn't good for their wee organs in their legs. So I'll measure it out and show you what they get for their dinner. Or breakfast. This is breakfast. They get their breakfast after their morning walk. And Patty knows not to come too close because Lucy's the king when it comes to dinners. Food. If Patty gets too close, Lucy makes her very aware that she shouldn't be. So they get dry food, and then I normally top it with something. So I'll show you in a wee second because it's something you never asked for. So this is our portions. Lucy's, I normally give them veg, and she's got a U-Move tablet just for her wee joints. Patty's is here. She's very excited. But before you get your breakfast, we need to brush your teeth. They're okay with this. Patty's actually pretty good. Lucy, if she's got older, gets a wee bit annoyed because they just want their breakfast. So that is our fun times. Right, breakfast time. Patty is a maniac when it comes to food. think she was never going to get fed again. I used to think Lucy was the fastest food eater in the world until we met Patty. There we go. And then after that, they get a potato chew. They get one each. So Patty will come looking for that in about T-2 seconds. Only the carrot slows her down. So far this morning, what we've been doing, I mean, it's time for their dog walk because it's nearly 1 o'clock. For some reason, does anyone ever do this? So I've been listening to my audiobook, and I mix and listen to my audiobook, Swimming to Lundy, and watching Real Housewives of New York City season 7, I think I'm on. And instead of sitting down and chilling and maybe trying to do a bit of crochet, I've made some, I'll show you. I've made some carrot and coriander soup. So I'll have that when I come back my dog walk. I've also put a wash on, if you can hear that. I decided to clean out the cutlery drawer and hoover it. And I cleaned up my 2 drawers at my desk upstairs. Why can't I just sit and relax? There's something wrong with me. Anyway, I'm going to walk the dogs, then come back. And I'm pointing to here because I need to work on, I do it all the time. I say I'm not going to do it, but I've done it again. I am behind on my book reviews, so I'm going to write them up for Goodreads so I'm able to do my monthly wrap up on Monday. Well, I'll do it on Monday. You also see it on Wednesday, so, or if you follow me on Instagram, I'll probably post it before then. But yes, I better figure out what I thought about all the books. Anyway, before Lucy goes and curls up again, I better go and get them to take them a walk. It's another weird clammy day. I don't know what's going on with my hair either, but hey ho. Come dog walking. So I started making notes for the videos I'm going to shoot tomorrow. One of them's about books with like insane plot twists, right? That's coming. It's coming. But and as you can see, I fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I was falling asleep at my laptop. And I came lay down on the couch, and I think I fell asleep for about 2 hours there. Woofed, must have needed that. So I'm going to start carrying on with my notes. I'm watching some true crime. What's this one called? Hold on, I'll check. Sorry, I'm holding you with one hand. This one is called Ken and Barbie Killers, The Lost Murder Tapes. I think it's a case that happened in Canada, and so far, I'm only on episode 1. Well, I woke up and I was on episode 3, but I hadn't seen any more than 5 minutes into episode 1. So I'm watching episode 1, and yeah, it's a bit terrifying. But it's tea time now, so I'm going to put on some rice. I've got leftover veg madras that I'd made for me and the other half on Thursday. I'll finish my notes, and then I need to do reviews of all the books I've read in August because I need to do my roundup tomorrow at some point. And tomorrow or tonight, maybe tomorrow, tonight I'll gather up the questions. I'm going to answer all the questions you lovely people have asked when I was saying about doing a wee bit of a 2K Q&A. I'm just going to wrap it into this weekend vlog because I think that might be the best way to do it, and I'll look through all the questions and then just answer them as we go. It has nicely turned to a rainy evening. I'm quite liking that. We know what rain means. Cosy hobbies and reading. It's Sunday morning. I'm starting with coffee, decaf mostly, and my Kindle. And look, when the OH is away. Look at this. 3 of us in the bed. Doggy-tastic. This one tail's wagging underneath there. Had me up for out the... You needed the toilet at 3 o'clock this morning? Huh. You tired about that? It took me a wee while to get back to sleep, missus. Go to the toilet before you go to bed. That's the rules. You can feel her tail going under there. Lucy has been sleeping in, like, you know that way when if you've got a dog they whimper like they're running in their sleep. She's been doing that. So I'm reading Prepper, survivalist sort of YA book just now. Having my coffee, gonna have more coffee, and then we'll maybe get up and do a dog walk, and then we've got book videos to shoot, friends. This one's really not up for going anywhere, is she? Get yourself comfy. So the dogs have been walked. Well, I went a run, walked the dogs. Lucy's decided to sit. This is where we keep their greys. It's like bunk beds. They've had their teeth brush, breakfast, and they're having their chew. So I'm about to do some hoovering. Chores. Chores always made better by listening to an audiobook. Swimming to Lundy by Amanda Prowse, which I'm actually really enjoying. I'm not going to lie. There's a tiny bit of romance, a bit like Ever After, but it's more about the characters and like the family dramas that are happening, so it feels like the perfect Sunday read. Then I need to have breakfast because I'm Hank Marvin. This is a wee behind the scenes. Lucy's decided she wants to be in this video. So today I'm recording my August wrap up. So I've got that. Maybe tripod, Storygraph and Goodreads, a cup of tea, my notes, trusty assistant, and let's get videoing. I'm going to get video this one, and then what's the next one we're going to do, Lucy, for next week? What is it? Books with insane plot twists. Your favourite. Friends! What day is it? Let's see. It's Sunday. Been a run. Did I tell you that? I can't even remember. I've been recording videos. Are you coming up, pups? Come on. Just kidding. Been recording videos about August wrap up, books with insane plot twists and the like, so I've lost all sense of time and reality. But I have new things to show you. I've got new things. Look, some of them I know where they've come from, and the others I'm like, I need someone to tell me who it's from. Right, first up is one of my most recent, and I maybe showed you this in a different one, but it's my most recent like caterpillar cross stitch set that I get, and I'm going to start this and take it on holiday with me. Look at this, trick or treat. Because I'm recording this on the eve of the bear months. September, October, November, December. My favourite months, my favourite season. So that's that. Then I have 2 pre-orders to show you. Do we have 2 pre-orders, Lucy? I feel like I could interview you here. Lucy, how amazing is it having me as your mum? And what would you say is your favourite food? And do you love being on YouTube? Oh, the judgy eyes she gives me are beyond, just beyond. Yeah, she just like yawns in my face pretty much. Anyway, I have this book, which I got in my recent Waterstones pre-order, is Murder at the Black Cat Cafe. I think I pre-ordered this just during one of their like double points, and of course it's like Japanese translation book because I love them. It says Tokyo 19
It's either 47 or 17. I've got my contacts in because I've been running and they aren't very good at reading. The Pink Labyrinth is one of the bomb-scarred city's shadiest neighbourhoods. There, in the dead of night, a patrolling policeman catches a young Buddhist monk digging in the backyard of the Black Cat Cafe. A notorious brothel. In the shallow grave at his feet lie the dead body of a woman, her face disfigured beyond recognition, and the corpse of a black cat. Whoa! That's a little bit darker than I thought. A master storyteller, the Japanese Agatha Christie. So I'm here for that. I have another pre-order, which is one of the ones I'm going to definitely take on holiday with me. So as you see this, I am on holiday reading it. Oh, I just had a tripod die, my wee tripod, so I'm on backup tripod. Lucy's patiently waiting. Are you enjoying this today so far, Lucy? Yeah. Yeah, she is. I feel like this is quite a good interview spot. Like, if I ever had a famous author come to my house, that would never happen. Anyway, what was I going to talk to? Yes. Oh my goodness, you nearly saw it. Yes, so the pre-order that I've definitely got on holiday with me right now as you watch this. I'll tell you about in a second. But I also was sent this book from my Amazon wish list. It's Bitter Orange by Clare Fuller. But it never came with... Lucy, get away from my book! It never came with a gift note. So I am calling out to anyone who may know anyone who kindly gifted me a book called Bitter Orange by Clare Fuller. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me know who you are so I can thank you in person. It says, Francis Jellicoe is dying. A man who calls himself the vicar visits, hoping to extract a deathbed confession. He wants to know what really happened that fateful summer of 1969 when Francis, tasked with surveying a dilapidated country house, first sets her eyes on the glamorous bohemian couple Kara and Peter. She recalls the relationship they forged through sweltering days, lavish dinners and elaborate lies, and the Judas hole through which she would spy on them. Oh, this looks good. It says, a compulsive latter-day Daphne du Maurier. What a good... That is a very good accolade to be given. Now, I know who got me this one because she put a lovely note in it. Did I tell you this in last week? I can't even remember what's happened, what's not. The lovely Heather, a bookish Brummy on Instagram. She sent me a lovely gift and it says, congratulations on reaching 2,000 subscribers on BookTube and starting your book club. Wait till you see it. Did I show it? I can't even remember if I showed you this. Did I? You're seeing it again if I have, because I can't remember. I have the worst memory. Wait till you see. It has got beautiful... I think I did show you this. Doesn't matter. You're seeing it again. Look. And it's apparently of real bookshops. Look. That's a bookshop I definitely want to go to. I've never been to before. And then finally... the book I've been waiting on... Especially, even more so after I saw her last weekend on my weekend reading vlog. Wait till you see the spreadsheets. This is Waterstone's special edition. So the spreadsheets start like this. But oh my goodness. Look at it. It is, of course, Katabasis by RF Kuang. It's only got oh, look at these end papers. Aren't they beautiful? Now, it's only a wee short blurb, so I'll read it to you because, in all honesty, apart from kind of not really being about dark academia, religion, pushing against conformity and oppressive regime, I'm really not sure what this is about. Grad student Alice Law has only ever had one goal, to become the brightest mind in the field of analytic magic. But the only person who can make her dream come true is dead, and inconveniently in hell. And Alice, along with her biggest rival Peter Murdoch, is going after him. But hell is not as the philosophers claim. Its rules are upside down, and if she's going to get out of there alive, she and Peter will have to work together. That's if they can agree on anything. Will they triumph or kill each other trying? I'm here for it. It's giving me Babel vibes, or Babel, however you want to pronounce it. From watching the interview with RF Kuang, she's not at all precious about how you pronounce her book names, whereas I think if I was her, I would be, because I'd be like, I wrote it and the title is this because that's the title I gave it. Although I do know that, well, I suspect these are the titles she gave it. But I do know, like, from book publishing marketing, what I've heard is, like, the title of a book might not be what you suggest, but I think in RF Kuang's case it is, because I suspect she's got a lot, well, she's very bright. I've got mint tea because my belly's playing up today. Look at this. She's given up. She's got bored of my chat because honestly I've recorded my August wrap up with September must reads, which you'll see before this if you're watching in chronological order. I'll link it below, and in next week's Wednesday video, which I was very excited to research and give you recommendations for books with insane plot twists. And then look at this. This is the mess at my feet from recording my August wrap up, which is a pretty decent month. There was no 5 stars, but that's okay. There were some strong books that I would highly recommend. Anyway, it's a bit later in the afternoon than I normally take these doggos for a walk, so I better get them walking. And then I better get some editing done. But I am going to tonight, well, not tonight, at some point this afternoon, collate all the questions that you were asking when I was asking about my 2K Q&A. And I'm going to add some of them in to either all into this week's weekend reading vlog or split them between them. I was going to do a separate video of it, but I didn't know if anyone would want that, so I'm just going to throw it into the weekend reading vlogs. Just some extra bookish banter and some random info you might want to know about me and my doggos. Anyway, time to take them a walk while it's still dry. It's a lovely sunny day, but it's windy, which is giving me autumn vibes. Hey friends! So I did plan this weekend to collate all the questions some of you have kindly asked, because I wanted to do a 2K Q&A, so I was going to wrap it into this video, but sorry, I'd forgot my wee mic, and the reason I hold it here rather than clipping it on is because I think the sound's better rather than depends what I'm wearing on top. Anywho, that's a by the by. I've ran out of time to properly give time to your questions and answering them, so because I had to finish up for work this week and pack for holidays and get the dog sorted for the holidays. And does anyone else do this where they feel like they have to have their house pretty sort of in order before they go on holiday so that when they come back it's not an absolute riot? Or is it just me? I put too much on myself before going on holiday. The lists are crazy in my head. Like, I've got a list in my head, a list downstairs in the kitchen, like empty the bins, tell the neighbour, like put the bins out that are going to be going out so the neighbour can put them out, set the timers, switch off plugs, and then anyway, so my head has been all over the place and I felt I wouldn't do your lovely questions justice. So what I'm going to do is during my travels is collate the questions, and then while I'm away this week over the weekend, I will answer your Q&A in the sunny climes of Portugal, where if you're watching this now, I should be. So I might try and drop a wee post on my channel so you can have what I'm currently reading pictures. Anyway, that's what I was going to talk to you about since I've failed and not got to the questions you've asked me. I've not forgotten. And thank you to any new subscribers and anyone that's been here for longer. Honestly, I just love being in this space and I love talking to you all about books. So I actually finished this. It is Prepper by Kate Gilronan. This is part of a 2-part. I think I've got the other one up there, which Kate kindly gave me. It's called, what's it called? Survival or Survivalist? I should remember. But this is actually, see if you like dystopian, post-apocalyptic sort of end of the world vibes, that is young adult with kind of lovely romance. It isn't, I say lovely, I was overthinking it a bit there because I'm not a massive romance reader, but this was a level of romance I really enjoyed. I loved the relationship between the two main characters, Ashley and was it Jake? And also, like, Ashley lives in a family with her mum and her brother, and her mum has been prepping for the end of days. Like, basically, there's no foods left in the shops and all of that stuff. She's been preparing for that and preparing Ashley and her brother, is it Hunter? Her wee brother Hunter, I think, for this. And so they live in a very kind of prepper, survivalist kind of world. And she kind of gets mocked at school because people are a bit until, you know, stuff actually does no longer become available. Anyway, it's a lovely journey. I really enjoyed it and I look forward to going into book 2. So thank you to Kate Gilronan for that. And then finally, guys, yeah, if you're new to this channel, I heart Stephen King and I will pre-order any new book he has coming out. I've actually got The Long Walk, which he wrote as Richard Bachman back in the day, on reserve from the library because I want to read it before the movie adaptation comes out in November. Anyway, by the by, I pre-ordered his new one, Never Flinch, in May and got it immediately and only just reading it now. So this is another one of his dark thrillers that follows his main character. He's not main character, one of his key characters from the Mr. Mercedes trilogy, which is a dark thriller trilogy, which I highly recommend, which features Holly Gibney. And I actually love Holly. So Holly now runs the, is it Finder Keepers? I can never remember the name of her private detective agency or PI. But this is a story that kind of has two stories. So there's the detective Izzy who actually works for the Buckeye City Police Department, and Izzy gets a letter from a person threatening to kill 13 innocents and 1 guilty to atone for the needless death of an innocent man. So she's got that case. She's also friends with Holly and she talks a wee bit to Holly about the case. But in the same instance, Holly is also then working on a job to protect or almost be a bit of a kind of like a bodyguard, a bit of security for a women's rights activist, Kate McKay, who's getting lots of threats, as you can imagine. So there's kind of 2 subplots at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm maybe only, I don't know, 20% in. I'm doing a mix of that and audio because I want to carry on reading it when I go on a holiday, and I can only take 1 book, which is this one. I've had to put it in a book sleeve because it's so pretty. I don't want it damaged by putting it in my bag or anything. And I showed you earlier, it's Katabasis. So this is coming with me. And this is my book sleeve. It's a Coraline book sleeve. So let's not judge me from the author. I love Coraline. That's from the movie. But we'll no longer talk about the author. And I am loading up my Kindle. Yes, friends. So what I'm going to be reading is, I've already got it on, is The Housemaid by Frieda McFadden. I've never read a Frieda McFadden before, so I'll keep you posted in my next weekend reading vlog because I'll read this on my travels. And the reason I wanted to read it is when I did my books to screen adaptations, which I can link in the description below if you've not seen it. The Housemaid comes out in December as a movie adaptation, so I'm really excited to read that. I've heard mixed things about it, but I know people, but I'm going on holiday, so I kind of fancy just a easy popcorn thriller. I've also got The Good Lie by A R Torre on my Kindle. I've no idea what it's about. I think my friend Michaela, who I'll link in the description below, I think she recommended... No, it wasn't. It was either Michaela or Carly. I will link both their channels below. So this is A Good Lie, and it says, the secrets between them are only getting darker. I'm reading it from the cover on that. And then, no, this one was definitely recommended by Michaela, and it's The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donlea. No idea what it's about, but looked good. I'm also got Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. I'm so excited because it's going to give me autumn vibes. And I had here, I'm scrolling through, you don't really need to watch me scrolling through. Oh, I've got the Nat Cassidy novella, which is Rest Stop, which I'll probably read because I adored When the Wolf Comes. Put it here. Nat Cassidy, one of my top ones of the year. And then there was another one on here that I wanted to read. Tastes Like Candy 2 by Ivy Tholen. This is like a kind of slasher book, which I read Tastes Like Candy 1. Not last year, the year before maybe. And it was so much fun. If you're looking for like kind of what feels like throwback 80s, 90s slasher horror vibes for, you know, spooky season, definitely check that out. So those are oh, and I've got Kill For Me, Kill For You by Steve Kavanagh on here because I think that's a standalone, because Steve Kavanagh's thrillers, he has, is Eddie Flynn as his main character. And although technically he says you can read them all as standalone and in any order, I kind of want to work through them as a series. But I know he's done a couple of standalones, and I think Kill For Me, Kill For You is one of them. Oh, I've got The Defence, which is book 1. So yeah, if you've read any of these, I've obviously loaded up my Kindle with the plan. It looks like I don't plan on speaking to David at any point during my holidays. David's my other half, the OH as I like to call him. And yeah, let me know if you've read any of them, and let me know if there's any I should quickly shove on my Kindle. Because I've got a lot of travelling and then hopefully chill time, which I'll share with you on the way. I now need to somehow pack my cross stitch into my backpack and maybe my crochet into... We have one like cabin case between us and a backpack each. So one cabin case between us, like not each, and a backpack. This was David's idea, but apparently because it's a sunshine holiday, it's doable. So we'll see how doable that is. Yeah. Anyway, friends, as always, I'd like to say thank you for watching, for liking. If you don't already, please do subscribe. And if you've got this far and don't know what to say but would like to say hello in the comments, give me a wavy hand. A wavy hand. I love chatting to you all in the comments. Maybe not the fastest, but I will come back to your comments. So please do carry on the chat. Tell me what you've been reading. Tell me what your weekend plans are. And I will see you in another weekend reading vlog very, very soon. And it may be not from Scotland this time, but Portugal. And so until next time, cheerio!